I want to quit so bad.
Come on, you can't include that.
And I'm feeling good, like no pain, like beautiful views. Let's see which one we use. Hey everybody, welcome to the Cotswolds Continue, a commentary and director's cut.
The Cotswolds Continue.
Ben doesn't know what we're doing.
That's the name we landed on.
It's good.
We got a workshop. The Cotswolds Continue? Maybe like continued?
That's literally what I said.
Oh, you said continue.
No, it's an understood D at the end. Continued. I said it. Hey, welcome. If you are here, it is because you like us, which is nice. Appreciate it. We like you too. And what we are doing here is, like I said, a commentary version of our entire Cotswold journey. So yes, you watched the videos, but there was so much that happened behind the scenes. And we get so many questions still to this day on these videos of how did this happen? When did you go here? How much was this? That is what we are here to answer. If you have not seen the original videos, do not watch this. It's like eating a hot dog. Like, go eat the hot dog first, and then I'll tell you what it's made of.
Wait.
Is that bad? Is that a bad?
I thought it was gonna be like it's like getting a DVD, but then watching the director's commentary first instead of watching the movie first. Like, no, you should just watch the movie, and then you can watch it with some of the director's notes in there.
No. Eat the
a hot dog.
Eat the hot dog.
And yeah, okay. I sort of see where you're going with that.
Yeah.
The Cotswolds, a hot dog story. There's your title.
Nope. So what's the point of the series? Secrets, tips, never before seen footage, and answering those questions we still get in the comments.
I'm excited for the secrets. I feel like I'm going to learn some stuff. I have no idea what you're going for there with the secrets. Let's do it. Let's get into this. I'm excited.
Let's get into it.
Going into this blind was a good move for me, I think.
Time will tell.
I'm pretty fired up. Let's go. Let's get after it.
Let's do it.
Click that button. How do you?
I'm on it.
You're doing this?
I got it.
We're doing our best Mark from the States impression right now. This is.
Should we sing the Mark from the States theme song?
No, I don't want to subject anyone to hearing either of us sing, but let's do it.
Let's roll the footage. Roll the beautiful bean footage.
What?
You don't know that?
The beautiful bean footage?
It's a commercial.
Oh, Bush's baked beans, that guy? Yeah. Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Enough of you.
That's good.
More
me?
Time for you.
You're the one bringing up beans.
Enough of you. Time for you.
Okay. Why did we get hand sanitizer?
If we pet a horse.
How many horses do you think we'll be?
The possibilities are endless.
Okay. We're packing because we're going to England. We're going to the Cotswolds. We're walking 102 miles. I'm really glad I managed to pick the wrinkliest shirt I possibly could for the what ended up being the opener of this whole thing.
You look very different. Is it your facial hair? I don't know what it is.
I probably had more hair.
You look different.
I did. There's some facial hair.
That's our old house too. We don't live here anymore.
Yeah. Down the Cotswold Way. We just wrapped up the last day of work. The excitement's starting to set in. Freaking out a little bit.
You have enough underwear for...
Don't worry about that. This is only half the underwear I'm packing.
We have been waiting for this trip for what, 6 months? That's when we booked it, maybe?
6 months? Oh yeah, we booked it 6 months, but we've been thinking about, dreaming about, planning kind of this trip for years.
It's tomorrow.
I've never been more excited for a trip ever in my life. Like this was, I said like just wrapped up my last day of work, like pretty excited, but I'm pretty sure I had kind of like a big meeting that day too, and it went well. And then my boss hung on it with me and he was like, so now you're gone. And I was like, I'm out of here. And he was like, all right, have fun. And I'd kind of teed everything up. So I was ready to go. But the wave of relief and like excitement that didn't fully come across that I was feeling right there is just unbelievable.
I don't know if we get into it in this video because I haven't seen it in a while, but this is our second time going to the Cotswolds. We had gone.
I think at some point we mentioned that. How we like
we had
discovered
been.
it. Yeah.
We had done a little bit of the walk, and then
It's either in this video or it's in the next one.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's see. Let's watch tomorrow. And tomorrow's gonna be a very long day, but the best day. I just got the best sleep I'm gonna get for the next, actually 2 days. Right now it's 7 a.m. I never sleep well before knowing the next day I'm not gonna sleep for the next 35 hours.
That's interesting.
Is it just me?
Maybe. I think I still slept okay, but it was more like I wasn't worried at all about like how long the next day was going to be. I was just excited to get the trip started.
Hate the screen grab. Let's continue.
Let's get moving.
What else were we doing? Oh, we saw Pete Davidson. We went to Cowfish. All those stars are the days that I worked out. So I did train for this, I guess.
What is that, Christmas? Oh, Christina singing.
Oh yeah.
That was
Blue Bamboo.
That was a long time ago.
It's time.
Let's go. All right, we're leaving.
So we're only going with one checked bag. However, it is 52 pounds. So airline limit is 50. Will they charge us / what do we do if it weighs too much?
This is the only thing that makes me nervous. Not only the oversized deal with the airport, but also just
That's so heavy.
lugging this behemoth around. Granted, we only have to worry about that for like 2 days.
But today is gonna be rough.
It is our burden to bear. I shaved.
You did shave, yeah. Okay, our luggage transfer for this trip, we couldn't have over, over 45 pounds or over 35 pounds per.
That's what the internet said. It was 45. We were only over by like a few pounds.
No. For Cotswolds transfer. So we brought a duffel bag this bag. So when we got there, we could take half of the stuff, put it in this duffel bag, so that we wouldn't get basically overcharged.
So what you're talking about there is when we were actually doing the hike, and when we were moving from spot to spot as days go on, the company was transferring our luggage for us, but there was a weight limit per bag for them. So we definitely exceeded. But and we were panicking the night before trying to figure all that out. But then you had a brilliant idea, which was stuffing an empty, like crush it flat, stuff it in the bag, and then I forget how we divvied it up exactly, but we, basically put like 10 or 20 pounds in that so that it was split up.
So that's a travel tip. If you have to split weights, just bring an empty duffel and you can do it that way.
It also did just kind of make it easier having the one bag to worry about as we were traveling. I'm thinking like this might be a kind of a travel hack for us going forward.
Just do that forever.
Shove everything into one bag and then you can sort of divvy it up down the road.
We're so smart.
It's also kind of a high stakes, high reward game because then if that one bag gets lost, that's everything that you have.
Yeah. Back in.
But we did this to ourselves, so
do it.
We got it. I think this is set up to basically be like a somewhere between 24 to like 36 hour kind of day that really ends tomorrow.
Yeah, today ends tomorrow.
Yeah. Let's say we make it to 8 p.m., right? That is about like either 2 or 3 p.m. here tomorrow. So you just have to make it to tomorrow, early afternoon.
Oh, I'm excited and sad.
And then we're fine.
I'm excited and sad.
Nah, we're golden.
All right, travel days. We can do it. To the airport. There is one thing I'm not excited about. We're flying Delta, and in all of my years traveling, Delta has lost my bag every single time. So, we put an air tag in it this time. We'll see if they can handle it. Delta, not my favorite, but it was the cheapest, so.
Terminal B.
Hour 4, it is 10. We have been trying to find parking for 30 minutes at the Orlando airport, and there is not a spot. I think we're on level 8 now of this.
You were so mad about that.
I like to think I'm a fairly patient person. I was tested.
You were
in that moment. I wanted nothing more than to just start that trip. The parking situation at the Orlando airport is a nightmare.
Don't do it.
It's a nightmare. Now there is a third terminal open that maybe we ended up settling on, we do, and that's now my go-to. Gosh, the parking there is terrible.
Well, and okay, so this was one of the, like, a lot of the reoccurring comments we got on this video was like, hey, you're gone for 2 weeks. Why did you park at the airport? Normally, we would not do this. So our friend was coming down, so she was staying for a couple days to basically just like house sit, make sure everything was good, and then, go to the beach, do some Orlando things. So like we flew out and she flew in within a few hours. So we basically told her where our car was, and yes, our keys were on the tire. So kind of scary for a couple.
Allegedly, that's not our hiding spot.
Yeah, kind of scary for a couple hours, but she landed, got our car, no problem. We did not pay for parking for 2 weeks. We paid for parking for 3 hours. Yeah, we would never do this in a normal situation.
It worked out nicely.
This parking garage, so we're in trouble. No spots in Terminal B, so we're gonna try a different terminal, I guess. Not great. We did get here early, but if there are no spots in the next place, I don't know what we're gonna do. Ben, what are we gonna do? Ben is booking it, and I am running after him.
Never trust the parking at the Orlando airport.
Don't park.
We weren't even at risk of like missing our flight at this point. That was just rage walking. I was so frustrated. Yeah. And mostly because there's things set up to where it's like, hey, yeah, there's parking here. Like they close it down if the place is full, or they close down certain levels, and all of it was incorrect. It's just a terrible system. Okay. We got to get off this topic.
It was pretty terrible.
We got to get off this topic.
Yeah. Here, it's the trap. We still have 2 hours, so we're fine. But we have to check in to make sure our bag is under 50 pounds, which is not. It's 52. So are they going to be jerks? They have every right to be. But it'd be just super cool if they weren't.
Do you remember?
We got to get through this section.
Hold on. Do you remember that piece of trash that was on me? It was stuck to me.
Oh, yeah, that little white thing.
Yeah, it was.
Corner?
Yeah, do you remember that? Like we got halfway through the airport and you're like, why is there trash on you? Secrets!
They did not charge us. And they even put a little heavy tag around it. So they knew it was too heavy. So, all right, Delta, I'll give you one this time. Thank you.
I think we're through the worst of it. And that was the worst.
There's an Outback and a Bahama Breeze in this terminal. Oh, it's 11 a.m. So we're on hour 4 of travel. Hour 4. Got to go make sure that our gate truly exists before we can actually
and get our seats.
Actually relax.
And then we start the Terminal B bar crawl.
The Orlando airport sucks. If you can avoid it, you should. That's all I'm saying. We will continue.
At least one beer to
start the vacay.
Settle me. Well, yeah, start the vacay, but also settle me down from the last 2 hours.
You know, one thing you forget when you get past the side of security is everything has to be plastic. So ordering a steak is difficult.
There's just no way that's true.
It's not. Because do you remember? We filmed this. We were doing this. And the guy comes back. Like, I'm 3/4 through the state. And he goes, do you want real silverware? And I'm like, that was an option?
I forgot about that.
Yeah. And I was like, I've already filmed it. Like, let's just keep going.
I've watched this video and I remember that line and I think about this often. I totally forgot that he offered us actual silverware, but I'm just like there's just no way that that's true.
It's not. You can have a knife.
That's awesome. Well, in a restaurant.
Yeah.
We got an exit row. We don't know how. We felt the cheapest ticket possible that wouldn't even let us pick our seats. And we ended up in a 2-person exit row.
Our boarding door is now closed. You may
Our luck's starting to turn around a little bit.
Airplane mode. I should make voice or video calls is not allowed.
It is hour 5 of travel.
I'm looking at videos of our dogs.
The trip hasn't even started yet.
We're going on hour 8. 20 minutes until we land in Boston. few hours there, catch a flight to London. More importantly, 5 hours until the Gators kick off. Gotta stay focused. I'm not sleeping. It's gonna be awful, but I'm not sleeping.
Okay.
I had this master plan.
Oh, hold on. No. Okay.
Better. I had this master plan because it was the first game of the season that night. The Delta website advertised that you had access to live TV, and I guess I interpreted it as, or it was either that or Wi-Fi, but I thought I would surely have a way of accessing TV to watch this game. Had it all worked out beautifully. Spoiler alert, was unable to watch a lick of the game. I think because the flight got delayed, actually, I was able to watch kickoff in the first 10 minutes. We ended up losing anyway. It wasn't.
It was a bad one.
It wasn't great. So anyway.
9, I think, of travel. It is 3. We have landed in Boston. We are headed to our connecting gate.
It's a cool 4-hour layover. No big deal.
Let's go explore the Boston airport. We're on a bus to get to Terminal E.
E for international. Hour 10 and a half. Started to fade a little bit. Might have been the afternoon beer, just making me a little cozy, But the Gators kick off in 2.5 hours, so that's what's really keeping me going. I'm excited for this. I'm not excited for the fact that I'm going to watch the whole game and then have only like 2 hours to sleep after that. That sounds like a future Ben problem to solve. What I'm excited for at the end of tomorrow is the side-by-side of how we looked at the start of this day to how we look at the end of our day tomorrow.
Yeah, no, the mouse straight up just crawled out.
Hour 11. It's almost
Boston.
Yeah, we were in Boston for several hours, not knowing that there was a very nice terminal around the corner. So we were sitting next to all the mice for a long time.
Mm-hmm. And I said 4-hour layover, but our flight ended up being delayed by at least like 2 hours. So we were there for a long time. Yeah.
It's been a 12-hour day, and we are still in Boston, but we are walking to the gate. And
45 minutes.
We take off 45 minutes, and then the Gators play in.
Whatever 45 plus 30 is. An hour 15.
So when you turn a corner in this terminal, it opens up into this beautiful area. So for 3 hours we've been sitting where all the mice live.
Yeah, 2 hours.
But now we're like in the most beautiful, okay, Boston. So we found our gate. Flight's delayed. It says now we're leaving at 8. Our plane's not here.
Sit down.
And they haven't given anyone seat assignments because they overbooked and they're asking for volunteers. Some lady was already yelling about it.
But they haven't even made any announcements.
No, we didn't. We walked up and like, can we get a seat? And one lady was like, this is unacceptable. And we're like, oh, okay. So hopefully we can make it because of 1,000 reasons. But that's our 11-hour travel update.
Oh, boy.
Again, for the passengers just joining us here at the gate for Flight 58, this flight is delayed due to a small maintenance on our aircraft.
Hopefully, when we check back, we are on the airplane. We're getting on the plane right now.
We're on the plane.
No, we're not. It took a really long time.
Well, we have seats.
People volunteered. They had to take 11 people off the plane. We were not one of them, so.
So this was, you never want to miss a flight. You never want to get delayed. For the purposes of our trip, not missing this flight was critical. We did give ourselves a 1-day buffer.
Mm-hmm.
We spent a day in Oxford, which I think is in the next video. Mm-hmm. But had we not been able to make this flight, we would have had to fly out the next evening, and we would have gotten in basically just in time to race to Chipping Camden.
Yeah.
And then I think
start the walk.
Hike,
so we'll start the walk the next day, but we booked it this way so
right.
we could get over our jet lag. Yeah, we're not supposed to be sitting here.
Yeah, it worked.
airplane is huge.
I don't sleep on planes. So I don't think I slept on that plane at all. You did.
I normally don't sleep on plane. Like I can't be like, I'm going to take a nap now and go out. Sometimes it just happens.
I can't do it. I have to rearrange my body because my foot's asleep and I'm pregnant. So, okay.
Right.
Okay.
It is 9 a.m. in London. I'm feeling pretty good. I don't know what it is.
I look great for not sleeping.
If it's the sunshine, if it's the excitement, I'm
What do you mean sunshine? It was raining when we landed. That bugs
Daylight.
That bugs me.
ready to go.
There's Turrell Street.
We're looking at hop on, hop off big bus tours for Oxford. So if the math is mathing, it's hour 21 of travel, and we are still waiting on our bags.
But they're coming.
In 30 minutes, we are scheduled to take a bus to Oxford. Will we get our bag, go through customs, and make it on time? Nice.
Quick update. We made the bus. It left 30 seconds after we boarded, which I'm not complaining about. It's really quiet in here.
About an hour into the bus ride, and I'm crashing.
I
There
do
it
not
is.
look great. I do not look good. Ugh.
30 minutes left. We gotta rally. Oh, public transportation is where it's at.
So easy here.
We're in Oxford. Can't tell. We are walking into our hotel. It is almost 24 hours. We're about to hit it, and I'm feeling it. I was feeling real optimistic a minute ago. And then
pretty much right at hour 23.
Oh, 23. See, I can't do math. And then we sat down for an hour and a half. It was over. So we're gonna do our best. Check in, and then we're gonna do some sightseeing.
Thank you.
That's
Is that
the
the
jacket. That's
jacket?
the jacket. I've been missing that. I loved that jacket. It was light. It was comfortable. I'm pretty sure I haven't seen that jacket since this trip.
I don't know.
It's gone. We moved houses. We packed up a house and it never turned up. And unpacked a house and it never turned up. It's gone. I don't know where it is though.
It's in Bath.
I really hope I want to run back the footage and see if I wore it on the last day of our trip.
I've seen this jacket since then.
You've said that so many times and it still hasn't turned up. It's gone.
Secrets.
And I'm sad about
Secrets.
This is my travel tip. First thing you do when you get to a city, do a bus tour. Hop on, hop off. Get some history, get the lay of the land, and then you've got transportation. So win-win.
Perfect in a place like this where apparently all of the different colleges here are scattered like by miles, so we would definitely not see everything on foot, and apparently most of them you can only really see the outside anyway, so you plan that ahead, which we did not.
No.
So this kind of works out perfectly for us,
And we're gonna stay awake.
and we're gonna stay away.
It's officially been 24 hours. Look at us.
We made it.
Look at us. We're at a museum. Ben's a big museum guy. I've lost him again. He's just reading everything.
Are you making fun of me?
No.
I could just feel it. I knew she was making fun of me. I think that's something that's come with age. I did not used to be a museum person, but now it's, I don't know, you stick me in one and there are things that I now find interesting or fascinating that never would have interested me or fascinated me before.
I like museums too, but when I've been awake for 24 hours, there's nothing happening.
I really enjoyed Oxford.
Mm-hmm.
I think we only spent a day there, and I'm sure there's so much more to it than what we saw. And there's a lot of cool places to eat and drink and things like that. But I walked away from it like enjoying it, but I don't think I would ever make a trip out there and just spend like a week or a few days there. Maybe I would like do a day trip out and back if we were ever going to be in England again. But I I don't know. I feel like what we saw was like cool. We got the gist of it, and you can kind of carry on. Also, there's a big what's the rivalry there? It's Oxford and Cambridge. We got to go check out Cambridge now too.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're on hour 25. It's a little after 1 o'clock here, local time. We've currently hopped off of the hop on, hop off bus. Found a little market, got some food. Oh, there's the Nando's right there.
Oh yeah.
So now we're trying to find our way back to.
I love Nando's.
Everyone loves Nando's.
It's so good. But I feel dumb going to Europe and like eating in a chain restaurant. You know, you want to find those things that's like the super unique things, which I guess it is pretty unique to us because we don't have Nando's over here. But my gosh, that food's so good. I love it there.
Our little bus.
The bus stops, and we'll continue exploring Oxford. I feel great now that I had some food.
Yeah.
And a Coke. That was starting to fade a little bit, but that was.
Can you last till like 10 p.m.
I can go
tonight?
all day, man. I can go all day. Hour 27, 28, somewhere around there.
Something like that, yeah.
We're doing good. We're hanging in there.
Gonna finish this half pint and then maybe get some dinner and probably call.
I want to drink so bad.
Yeah, it's been how many months now?
7 months. But 7 months.
You're close. We'll get you half pint of cider.
Somebody send me a Thatcher's. April 20th, I can have Thatcher's.
Soon.
Call it a night.
We got enough out of today that I feel good about what we accomplished, given that we haven't slept. Could we spend more time here in Oxford? Absolutely. There's so many things to do, a lot of different things to see, places to eat, but I feel good about what we did.
It's over. It's 4:30. We're done. We're eating.
We're at Zizzi's. It's an Italian chain.
Mm-hmm.
I love Zizzi's. There's one dish I get every time I go. It makes me so happy. So end of a long day, right? Exhausted. All I want to do is eat this pasta. So we order, and the waitress brings me a pizza, like calzone. Not at all what I ordered. She puts it down. She like walks away, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, Ben, what did I order? And he's like, you must have said something wrong.
So the pasta that you like it's a harissa chicken pasta. They apparently also have a harissa chicken
calzone.
Yeah.
And I don't send things back. I don't correct anybody. I was so sad.
I mean, that's a pretty blatant error, but I remember like I saw it clicked what happened, and I knew how heartbreaking this was for you. And I was just watching you and waiting. And you were like,
I was too tired.
What is it? That's basically where we landed. We were like, look, the food is here. We were so exhausted. We were like, let's just eat and go get in a bed and sleep.
I was so sad. And I think I had to talk you into going to Zizzi's over Nando's.
Yeah.
So then when I got the wrong food, all of it was just so sad.
I don't remember if it was Zizzi over Nando's or if it was I wanted to try like a different restaurant just there in Oxford, but
maybe.
Yeah. Clearly you won that debate.
Did I?
Eating dinner. We're going to bed. So I hope you enjoyed this extremely long day. What? 28? 29? 28. 28. Solid 2 days. We will recharge and be ready for more stuff tomorrow. No.
Okay, 28 hours is not even that bad. It is not even that long.
It's a long time.
It's really not.
It's a long time.
For like how much we were complaining about it. It's not that hard.
I wouldn't say we were complaining about it, but it was I couldn't tell you the last time I had stayed up that long.
No.
So it was a challenge. Doing this has got me excited about doing the others because I haven't watched any of those videos in a while, and it's fun to watch and relive them, but it's also fun to kind of unlock some memories I forgot I had in this. The excitement of that day even like all through the trip, like it's just like waves of like knowing what's coming. Like it was cool flying and being in England and seeing Oxford. Like that was all great, and that was like a mini vacation. But the big, the big event, the big challenge was still to come.
It was right there. We hadn't even started the trip. Okay, another question we got was like, hey, you're American, so this took your entire vacation for the year, right? Kind of. So we took 2 weeks off to do this. I don't have a normal job, so it doesn't really count for me. You have weird vacation, right?
I get a lot of time off around the holidays, separate from like the allotted, vacation time that you get too. So yeah, it was pretty major. I mean, not to understate, taking 2 weeks off was pretty major. But I think we also timed it up with our with the 4th of July holiday, right?
Nope.
When did we go? Was it September?
Yep.
Oh yeah, it was your birthday. No, we timed it up with Labor Day. That's what it was. Yeah. So we leveraged a holiday week also, so that made taking the time off around then a little easier.
But for most people with normal average American jobs, you usually only get 2 weeks. So yeah, if you do a trip like this, that is your trip for the year.
Yeah. But we're pretty lucky.
Yeah.
Pretty fortunate in how we're, the flexibility that we have.
That was great. Oh, that was so great. I want to do all of them immediately.
That was fun.
I feel like our other videos, there are way more questions to be answered and way more secrets to tell on those videos. Secrets. Hey, thanks everybody. This was a fun first video. We've got 10 more to do. Wow. So stick around.
We're not doing all of those.
No.
Okay.
No. Yeah.
I'm tired. I'm hungry.
I'll feed you.
Thanks.
Yeah. We'll see you maybe next week. We'll see.
Is it a one a week? One a week sounds good.
Well, you're out of town next week. Ben's going to the UK.
I am going to the UK, but I'm going for work. And as much as we tried to make a trip out of it, she's
7 months pregnant.
7 months pregnant. Still, you can still travel, but just I have a busy itinerary for work, and
we'll let Ben work.
And we need to be kind of budgeting right now, and it just unfortunately isn't going to work. So I will be Ben's
going to be in London.
Yeah, I'll be in London, and then I'll be in
Scotland,
in Edinburgh, Scotland.
So Ben's going to England. Say hi to him. Oh, you're gonna get to drink. Yeah.
Ironically, I'm flying through Boston again. Actually.
Hey, you know where to go.
So I'll see that. I'll be in that nice international terminal again.
The mice. Great. Cool. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you maybe next week. Maybe not. We'll see how these all shake out.
We'll catch you later on the Cotswold Way, a hot dog journey. Little dude.
Our child says hello. He is kicking me currently.
Nice.
Awesome. Okay. Thanks, everyone. And we'll see you on the next off-day adventure.
No.
You're on.
I'm on? What's up? We are packing hand sanitizer. Why did we get hand sanitizer?
If we pet a horse.
Because we still gotta sleep tonight. That's gonna be brutal.
This is our last night of sleeping. Hey,
and then
question for the internet. Are we gonna get in trouble for this?
It's all over the counter ibuprofen, acetaminophen, allergy stuff. It's fine. It looks bad.
It does look bad.
It looks a little incriminating.
But for 10 days of walking, I think we're gonna need it. You have enough underwear for?
Don't worry about that. This is only half the underwear I'm packing.
Just in case,
Here's the thing. We're gone for just, I guess, technically 15 days. We fly Thursday, tomorrow, and then we get back on Friday the 15th. So, 2 weeks plus a day, technically. Yeah, and we're going to be hiking for 10 days out of the 15 we'll be gone. So, yeah, you better believe it. Packing a bunch of underwear. I'm trying to be stanky the whole time. Probably will be anyway, but I'll try not to, at least.
I appreciate it.
When we left Terminal B, the lady was like, oh, you have been here for over 20 minutes, so it's gonna be $2. Ben's like, we didn't even park. We have been circling for 25 minutes. Like, are you kidding? She's like, oh, I have to make a phone call.
She let us go, but like, that's kind of annoying. Jesse, if you're watching this, you're gonna try to find our car. We are in Terminal C. You're gonna have to take a shuttle over. We could not find any in A and B. We are Terminal C, row 61. The ticket is in the car, and the keys are on top of the tire driver's side back left. So, good luck. Terminal C.
It's like 100 open seats.
Yeah. Well, we'll be sitting on a plane all day. I don't want to sit when it's not necessary.
True. Okay, so it doesn't need to be one take.
No. We can chat and
That
talk
helps.
and do this and.
Excellent. Well, we're here in Boston.
Hold on, I wasn't ready. Okay, ready. So come along for this off-day adventure.
God. Oh,
Do you hate it?
it's just that part.
Number 9. Got some Wahlburger burgers, even though we already had lunch, but it's 5 o'clock now, so we were still a little bit hungry. Now we're gonna go try to find a bar so Ben can take his Gator football drink that I'm not allowed to say in an airport. You gave up? There is no place in this terminal that has that, so we have to find another terminal. And it's proving harder than we thought, so we're on a mission. So we're on our layover and we have some time, so we thought this would be a good time to explain, first of all, what we're doing, what it means, why we're doing it.
You sound like a news anchor.
Do I? No, I don't.
Sorry.
You sound like a jerk.
So we have some time. Here at 5 o'clock. Oh gosh.
Well,
God, I don't know. Sorry, I just had to make fun of you for doing these things in public places. It's just so awful.
like there's no better time to do it than for kids, so like, let's just do it.
And I mean, we're celebrating something while we're out here.
That's true. Ben's turning 30.
Rachel's turning 30.
Ben's turning 30 in 2 months.
Because she's older than me. And she's a cougar. My life rules.
Airport pet peeve is when people stand directly next to the conveyor belt so no one can get to their bag or see the bags that come out. If we all just stood away from the conveyor belt, this would be much easier. I'm complaining about my airport pet peeve, people standing around the bag area. We were on our way to Nando's, but found this cool little pop-up food hall, I guess.
Market kind of thing?
Yeah, and Ben got some delicious chili chicken and noodles. How much was that?
Like 7 pounds.
Nice.
Sri Lankan food.
Ooh.
Hadn't tried it. Looked pretty good. Got a little sample. Tastes awesome.
We'll still go to Nando's when we get to Bath.
Yeah, we gotta go at least once while we're here, but I couldn't pass this up.
Could we spend more time here in Oxford? Absolutely. There's so many things to do. A lot of different things to see, places to eat, pubs to visit. But I feel good about what we did.
But here we are at ZZ's.
Mm-hmm.
No regrets.
Love going to chain restaurants. Cities we've never been to.
This is our last video because we're breaking up.
Come on. You can't include that.